Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you game 2 in a series between ATF's Leaf and ATF's Poxiao versus Fly and Ted. Now this is on Phantom Grove, and this is a map that I'm actually fairly familiar with back in the Reign of Chaos days. I did not know that this map was still available. There is a very interesting central portion here that has a tavern in the middle and a whole bunch of places to creep out. There is a very easy gold creep camp here with relatively low hit point units, a 4-2-2 creep camp that can get militia creeped out or Ancient of WarCraft pretty quickly as well. So far I don't see any Ancient of Wars making and moving along their merry way. I could have sworn that an Ancient of War could have parked itself off right there. That would have been a perfect location, as it is fairly well defended, difficult to get to for the opposing team. And are you gonna make me look like a professional caster? Please, Leaf, please? No, he's not gonna make me look like a professional caster. He's just walking around with that wisp, doing some scouting, even though there's really no reason to scout over in your apartment. Oh, nope. I should have moved it down off over here. Alright, so the blue and the green slightly close together in color. Right now, we have Ted spawning as the teal undead player here at the 9 o'clock position. Meanwhile, we have Fly spawning as the teal orc. Down over here, we have Poxiao spawning as the blue orc. And then Leaf spawning as the teal night elf. So yes, blue night elf, or yeah, blue night elf, not teal, light blue and teal. Am I colorblind? I don't think so, but those colors are very close shades to each other. Okay, we are seeing a Keeper of the Grove come out from Leaf, so this looks like it's going to be a much more harassment heavy strategy. Are we going to Hunter's Hall? No, an Ancient of War being placed down a little bit later. What has he been spending his gold on? He has not been spending his gold, surprisingly. So is he actually going for perhaps Huntresses or a double Ancient of War opening? There's the Hunter's Hall. It looks like it will be Huntresses, in fact, as the Blade Master does get a detonation in the face. No real experience there given to him. Alright, let's see. Blade Master still wandering around. Where is this Blade Master going to perhaps look and go? They should already begin to do a bit of creeping, but even with the number of green creep camps on the map, they are not doing that. Keeper of the Grove now waiting for his buddy, the Blade Master. You don't get to hear that very often. And the Blade Master is going to perhaps try and dive in on Ted. The problem, Ted already has a Nerubian tower, and with that slow, that is going to be causing some problems. Blade Master now looking to come inside. Keeper of the Grove is here, and oh, there's the engagement. There's a death coil, but two heroes better than one, as the Death Knight now being forced to retreat. Benefit for the undead, though. Undead are fighting on Blight, which does give them a natural advantage, as regeneration is rather fast for undead units on Blight, especially heroes. You can see it regenerating about 2 to 3 hit points a second. We'll be able to get back up to full hit points pretty quickly, assuming that the Blade Master is still trying and running away. Alright, down over here, the Blade Master of Fly coming in for a bit of harassment. We see no units in those burrows. The burrows should perhaps actually be trying to damage some of those grunts in order to push them away, but that is just a lot of damage being absorbed up by those orc burrows so far. Blade Master now wandering back, as we are still seeing heavy aggression on Ted. They're trying to make sure that Ted cannot really creep, and perhaps if they contain Ted, then they will be able to win the game. The problem is that Fly is no slouch himself, and he is doing a lot of damage, and if he's able to shut down this orc burrow, that could potentially be a problem. Orc burrow already down to 100 some odd hit points, floating there, and that is just a lot of resources constantly being lost. Alright, Blade Master continuing to fight out. You can see the Shadow Hunter coming in. Stronghold has been upgraded. There's a Squirrel Town portal coming back, and the Huntresses are now have arrived. Alright, Huntresses getting in some damage onto some of those grunts. Orc Burrow also doing a bit of attacking. There is a Squirrel Town portal. Squirrel Town portal to come and save Ted's base, as we now see Ted is still fighting off over here. Alright, so both players did burn through one town portal rather early. Ted now sitting at level 1, getting closer and closer to level 2. but he is the closest to level 2 so far, as we have ATF trying to chase after a couple of grunts. Will he get off an entanglement? Yes, he does. And the grunt may end up falling. You can see how much damage is being dealt by that Blade Master. A very, very long route by the Keeper of the Grove, as we now continue to see that unit move around. Alright, come back over here. Death Knight is engaging, able to take down the wolves pretty quickly. Level 2 on the Death Knight. Unholy Aura, 50% mana regenerate, or hit point regeneration. As we are now looking at perhaps Dust of Appearance on this Blade Master. Blade Master is revealed, and both sides are still fighting. So far, we are having a pretty even game. Level 1, level 1, level 1 versus, I believe, a level 2 Death Knight. And the Death Knight, no, that's the Crypt Fiend. Death Knight off over here, gonna go ahead and try to engage. There's that speed scroll. That's one very, very fast moving pig, as the pig is trying to get away, able to just back off there. Both sides continuing to fight. You can see a frog now trying to get away. Apparently Frogger cannot hop that fast. It's going to get taken down, and oh, we see another route there. Both sides still fighting, and what is going to happen next? Alright, Crypt Fiend does get taken down. The problem with Huntresses versus Crypt Fiends, if you are defending, you generally have a better advantage, as we now see Ted with one Crypt Fiend is able to hide away inside in between these two bestiaries here. Both sides are still fighting out. Another Crypt Fiend does go down for Ted. Ted actually losing a lot of units, but Huntresses are also falling as well, as we are taking a look. Fly and Ted now trying to come back in with the counterattack. Units, where are they going to be traveling to? Wow, an Infernal in the middle of the map. Don't want to aggro that, as we are both sides are still trying to engage here. Blade Master, Shadow Hunter. Blade Master gets the Keeper of the Grove, as the Blade Master and Shadow Hunter are now trying to run away. Huntresses should be able to take this down. Oh, a beautiful body block there, and that Blade Master is not going to see the blade hit and slice up a giant cat, because that is what exactly those Huntresses are riding. Blade Master, Shadow Hunter now on the move. We can see Wind Riders are up. Meanwhile, Poxiao looking to get Wind Riders and Raiders. The problem is that he's going up against Crypt Fiends. A Dark Ranger is already out, so it is the undead tri-hero Forever Ted, looking to just absolutely walk inside the base and take this game fairly easily. And this is just an absolute destruction of ATF. ATF not having the necessary teamwork to really come out with a strong strategy against this 2v2 powerhouse in Fly and in Ted. Both sides fighting it out here. Huntress is trying to focus down on Crypt Fiend. May be able to get it, but not without the cost of losing its own Huntress down to 21 hit points. There it goes. Both sides still fighting here. The Dark Ranger with Dark Arrow getting up some additional skeletons. We do see some detonates here. So detonating, trying to remove some of the mana and perhaps cause a bit of problems. Are we going to see more of this here in just a moment? Ensnare now. We have a Wind Rider in the air trying to focus down more units. It looks as though Web has not been researched on those Crypt Fiends. So as long as the Wind Riders are in the air, they do still stand a chance. Low hit point Huntresses do need to back off, as the level 1 Keeper of the Grove falls for, I believe, the second, if not third time. Blade Master is going to fall. There's some detonation, as Fly going to lose his hero again. Yes, he does. Level 2 hero has been taken down. Shadow Hunter, are we going to perhaps see the Death Knight fall? As the Shadow Hunter now getting up to level 2. Crypt Fiends, however, now taken down, as I believe Web has been researched, or a Shadow Hunter was able to focus it down. Both sides still fighting it out. Peons joining in on the fight. Is it going to be enough? Raiders now joining in on the fight as well. It looks as though the Grunt down to 34 hit points, 19 hit points. There it goes. One Grunt, two Grunts now taken down, as Poxiao tries to launch the counterattack. Raiders may try to come in with the Ensnare. It looks as though a couple more of these Crypt Fiends are going to get taken down. No, there's a healing wave. Are we going to perhaps see a Death Coil as well? No Death Coil there, as the Blade Master now needs to get away again. Shadow Hunter not enough to heal it. Blade Master now healing back up again. And wow, this fight is just lasting absolutely forever. Raider now getting ensnared, and Fly looks like he will be losing that Raider once more. Alright, Voodoo Lounge will get taken down here. And with this Voodoo Lounge, both sides will be retreating just a bit. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 1. Blade Master, Shadow Hunter sitting at level 2 for Poxiao, I believe. No, level 3 on the Blade Master. Level 2 on the Shadow Hunter. Yes, level 2 on the Shadow Hunter. And the units are now simply retreating. Death Knight sitting at level 3. Dark Ranger sitting, or Death Knight sitting at level 2. Dark Ranger sitting at level 1. Just a little bit more experience to get to level 3. The problem will be these burning archers, as they do have searing arrow, and you do not want to try to engage them, as that additional bonus damage does cause a bit of problems. Alright, you can see how much bonus damage those searing arrows are doing. 21 to 29, plus that's, I believe it's an additional 6 damage. Are the wolves going to get taken down? No. That was a really, really strange creep, I guess, as both sides are still fighting it out. Fly looking to regroup. We are now doing a lot of pressuring here. Down goes a lot of these units by Ted. Ted is actually in a bit of trouble in snares, but we also have web on some of those Wind Riders. Both sides are now fighting it out. Ted going to be losing a lot of these units. Keeper of the Grove finally sitting at level 2. Poxiao now setting up a shop of his own. And who is going to come out on top? Dark Rangers, Crypt Fiends, and the Huntresses. Huntresses are falling due to the Obsidian Statue dual aura, giving both mana and hit points and healing up so many of those Crypt Fiends, making that bounce on those Huntresses pretty much negligible, as we now see a Fly losing his one Blade Master once again at level 3. Both sides still fighting it out. Who's going to come out on top? Huntresses are low on hit points. Wind Rider now very, very in the front. It looks as though, yes, there is a web, and down goes another Wind Rider. Shadow Hunter now sitting at level 3. Huntresses need to back off or need to engage. They cannot just be sitting here, as we see once again a retreat is coming. Down goes another Huntress, as we now see level 3 on the Keeper of the Grove just as he's about to die. That's just the worst possible timing. There he goes. No, down to 10, and there is the GG. Horrible way to go. Getting enough experience to get to level 3 just to die, meaning you'll be dead longer. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed Game 2 in the series. And I think I will be doing a Game 3, a spoiler game, making sure that no one is all disappointed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.